Hi, I'm Todd Walters, and I am taking over for the BassGeek for top 5 for April. So I know Hank already did his top 5, but I'm going to show you what you should really be throwing in April. So first one, this is a Booyah clacker buzzbait. You could throw any type of trailer that you want to on it. Some people throw a frog. This is a rage bug. I like it. It's a little bit smaller profile. It still makes a lot of noise. They can find it pretty easily. I throw 2 colors. I throw black and I throw white. That's it. I always throw a buzzbait on braid. This is 40-pound Berkley X9, and I throw it on braid, less stretch. It's easier, it's more manageable. I love to throw this in the back of spawning areas. When those big females first move up and you're the first person to be able to discover that they're on a buzzbait, you will light them up. Big females love this thing. This is a 1/2 ounce. I like a 1/2 ounce a little bit better. You can throw it a little further. Typically when you're fishing the backs of the pockets in stained water, you want to cover a lot of water, so you want to make really long casts. When you're in 2 to 3 feet of water, you want to be as far away from those fish as you possibly can. This is 40-pound braid. This is Berkley X9. I like it. It's really smooth, and I like a high-speed reel. This is a Luz 9.5-to-1. Very fast reel, and this is a 7.3 Team Luz Signature Series rod. It's Andy Montgomery's Thunder Cricket rod. This is an excellent springtime bait. When the water temperature gets around 55 to 56, every once in a while pick this up, especially if it's overcast and calm. Like I said, if you're the first person to discover that this bite is on, you can load the boat in a hurry. Number 2, this is a glide bait. This is a Spro Shad. I throw this on a 7.6 heavy action rod with a 8.3-to-1 Luz reel. This is the Team Luz Signature Series rod, and this is a Luz 8.3-to-1 reel. I throw this on 17-pound fluorocarbon. It's a big bait. Works great around in clearer water, and if you a lot of times to get the fish to commit to the bait, a little bit of wind is good. So if you're on a windy bank, windy points, shallow flat points, just run this over the top of them, and if you can get them to commit to them, they're usually good ones. But more than that, they will show themselves. So if you're fishing a glide bait, lots of times the fish are they want to see what it is. They're not really sure. It's a big bait, so they're kind of like, what's in my territory? So they'll just follow it right along. Even when it's calm and slick, they'll move, and they'll start to show up when you start throwing this thing around. So definitely a good bait for April when those big females are up shallow. Number 3 is a jig. I love a jig this time of the year, especially around wood, rock. Big females are looking for a big meal, crawdad, easy meal. A lot of protein for those females that are getting ready to get up and get spawning. This is a 1/2 ounce Strike King skipping jig. It's got a big hook on it. I got a real small trailer on here. Typically I throw a bigger trailer, but we're on a very deep, clear lake, and I wanted that jig to fall a little bit faster and have a little bit slower profile. So I went with the Zoom Super Chunk Junior. This is a just green pumpkin, and then this is a skirt that I tie. It's got a little bit of olive in it, green pumpkin, brown. It's got a little bit of blonde in it. It's a really good springtime color. Very natural, very mellow. Number 4 is a Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver. I fish this in the same areas I fish a jig. I fish this around heavier cover, laydowns with a lot of branches, pine trees, stuff like that. I fish it Texas style with a 5/16 weight. This is a 4-aught trocar hook. It's very heavy gauge, 17-pound fluorocarbon, big flipping stick. You want to be able to set the hook and get those fish out of that cover. So this is Madrigal Squirrel. I'm not too keen on colors, but I do like Tramp Stamp, Madrigal Squirrel, Cali 420 is a great color. Anything natural, mellow. Obviously, watercolor usually determines what color I'm going to throw for that day. But I always peg it. When you're fishing in that heavy cover and you're in the branches and the trees, you want that weight to stay on the bait. It looks more natural. You don't want the weight slipping away, because a fish could grab the bait and you won't feel it. So I always peg my Texas rig when I'm flipping trees in the springtime. And then the 5th, last but not least, is a Yamamoto Senko weightless, wacky rigged on a Gamakatsu hook. This is a 9-pound fluorocarbon leader, and I have it on 15-pound Berkley X9 as the main line. when fishing gets tough or it's dead slick calm or you need to be real subtle, real quiet, weightless wacky rig Senko, everybody knows it, everybody throws it. It's the greatest bait in the world. I love it in the springtime. Fish want a big, easy meal, falls real slow, and you can alter the action on it. If you want to put a Nico weight in it, you can work it as a Nico rig. All you got to do is take the hook out, slide that O-ring down a little bit, hook it like that, and put a nail in the head. Boom, you got a Nico rig. These are my top 5 baits for April. Give them a shot. I'm sure you catch more fish.